Hello, thanks for being here with me, Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a full moon reading for Libra placements. Happy birthday, Libras. Happy season. We are going to look at the full moon, take a look at a few different areas, get some messages for you. And then right before I started this reading, I had an idea that I should do a reading just for Libras. So if you're a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Libra dominant placement, or have a lot of Libras in your life, or resonate with Libra readings, I'm going to do, because I believe, when it's like someone's birthday season, as it is for you all now, I think that that is a time when it's kind of like in your new year, So I think that I'm going to do a spread. We'll see what comes out. I haven't really planned it out aside from knowing that I'm going to do a Libra special spread. So we'll look at, maybe lessons from this past year, what messages to take on for the new year, guidance. We'll take a look at all of it. All right, Libras, but for now, we are going to look at the full moon. The gratitude card came up a lot when I did when I did all of the first quarter moon readings. Gratitude card came up a lot. So we are going to look at an area in your life. We're going to look at what manifested the past 2 weeks, but that's also going to be a heavy placement to show gratitude. Then we're going to look at where the veil is being lifted for you. Right? Halloween is coming up. Right? That card wants to come out. Halloween's coming up, and right in the Samhain belief, they believed that this was a time where the veil between the living and the dead, basically between the physical world and the spiritual or other world, is at its thinnest. So these are going to be messages. Here's the first one. Like, what are messages from beyond the veil, right? Because in the Celtic belief system, they wanted to please the spirits. So these are going to be messages coming through that, the veil is thinner as we approach Halloween, as we call it Halloween, the 31st of October. And these messages, I'm looking at the center one as messages from your spirits that they're trying to show you, like, this is where the veil is thinner. This is where you can, they're trying to guide you, right? Because again, the Celts, they wanted to please the spirits, the others. And then this is going to be your magic and wisdom of this moon phase, messages from the moon, from the full moon. All right, so we have 8 of Cups here, Libra, under what has manifested from the past 2 weeks, where to show gratitude. 8 of Cups. It's possible that you had to walk away from relationships that you really did not want to, but it's almost like you realized they were no longer fulfilling you. It's like they were chasing after you. I'm using this zombie tarot deck, Halloween and all, but I'm liking this deck. I will probably continue to use it, but it's hard to tell. These zombies, this is a woman, right, that's alive, leaving what looks to be an airport. Maybe it might not be an airport. A mall, someplace where there are lots of cars, lots of vehicles, and they're these zombies, right? The Walking Dead want her. They're trying to walk after her. So I feel like you are, like, where to show gratitude is relationships that, unfortunately, I don't think these are relationships that you wanted to walk away from. I don't think these are relationships that you walked away from. I think these are relationships that kind of walked away from you because you leveled up. And it's like these were draining energies, like an energy vampire, but it's almost like an emotional vampire, like not necessarily your energy, your emotional energy was being taken by these people, and you just don't have time for it anymore. Is what I'm seeing. Like you packed your bags, you left, and you didn't even do it because these energies were chasing you. I feel. It's almost like that was your natural path, and this is what happened. We have the Magician under where the veil is getting thin for you. You are very powerful at this time, the Magician. You have all the tools you need to manifest. I feel like this Magician card, there's almost like a fun kind of warning here that's like, are you going to use your magic for good or for evil? Because like he has a severed leg. which, you know, we could see is maybe like he killed one of the Walking Dead. Maybe. And but he's turning, you know, it's interesting. It's almost like if this is one of the severed legs of the Walking Dead, he's turning it into a potion. So I feel like there's a message here from the other side that you're going to be more able to turn your negatives into positives. You know, well, as we approach Halloween. And, you know, for these readings, I might do this section, like where the veil is getting thinner for every spread until we get up until Halloween. Because I think this is important. I really think the veil is thinner here. I believe it. Anyway, we have the Page of Swords and Death under magic and wisdom of this moon phase. Messages from the moon. Page of Swords and Death. Where is it's funny because it's like mirrors your magic. We have the Magician coming out. I feel there's a message here to get curious. The Page of Swords. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's a shadow here. And she's coming out of her bedroom. It's like a child, you know, like a adolescent or youth, teenager, whatever, young teen, with an axe. Like kind of but curious about the shadow. And the Page of Swords is about curiosity and death. You could get a message. You could get a message via online communication about maybe a literal death, but about a transition, about something ending, the ending of something. But I feel like there's well, you know, the Eight of Cups is for me, you know, a certain ending as well. It's possible, Libra, you receive some messages from people, like I said, like walking away from you, and so because something's here about you. I almost feel like it's and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's almost like you got too curious, like you found out too much about something, and it caused it almost caused like a disconnect, an emotional disconnect in some of your relationships. But you're very powerful right now. And that's what I mean. I feel like even if this is a tough time, the Magician came out to say, like, you can turn even like if the situation around you is difficult, you can make magic out of it. You can manifest what you want right now very easily. Okay, let's see why this Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups, where to show gratitude. Okay. The Sun and the Page of Cups. So, yeah, that's what I mean. These relationships that became emotionally heavy, they're leaving your life, that you're being guided to show gratitudes towards. They could have been relationships that were... It could be relationships with young people. This could be a kid. This could be a child. Actually, for some of you, those are your children maturing and growing up. And this is a difficult process for you to see, but it's saying to show gratitude for that. For others of you, I see that this is kind of relationships that maybe just started. Not really love relationships. It could be with the Page of Cups, but just relationships that were in their youth, that weren't matured yet. People that you may haven't known for that long, but that you thought were going to be like bright relationships. These were something really promising. I feel like there was a lot of promise in the beginning stages of creative, possibly your dreams, but you're realizing that you have to walk away from some of them because, like I said, like it's about you leveling up. You found out too much. You know too much. And so there's a transformation, a natural transformation happening, something ending so that something else can begin. Feel like the thing that's ending is like the old you, and what's beginning is this new version of you, this new, more informed, right, version. Let's see the Magician. Let's look at the Magician here, where the veil is lower. So you are very powerful right now. The Six of Wands. Wow. I feel like you're really being guided towards success. The Wheel of Fortune. Libra. This is really really nice energy. The veil is lowering for you when it comes to your success. I feel like this is going to come on really quickly. The Six of Wands, right? The undead are victorious, is what it says on here. This is not saying that the undead are going to win. The point is that the word victorious is really large on this card. It says military retreats and all recovery missions are abandoned. It's official. Residents flee for a tiny chance of survival. You're going on your own. You are victorious on your own. That's what I mean. Like, you are creating this magic. It's time for you to be the leader. The Six of Wands is about being the leader, being triumphant. And people, I feel like people are going to be jealous of you. You're going to attract some jealousy during this time. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is your fate. This is your destiny, right? The wheel turns, except the, the ebb and flows. But I don't, that's one of the messages of the Wheel of Fortune. I don't think that this is, at all. I feel like you kind of just hit like, it's almost like you're in the sweet spot. Like, this is she's on like a dartboard as well. It's like you're right in the middle of the board. Like, you're just going to like hit a bullseye every time. And there's stars and moon, a few stars and a crescent moon hanging above her. I feel like there's been some, like the past week or the past like 4 days has led up to this magic. Well, this all could have happened fairly recently, like very recently. The Page of Swords. Let's see. I'm gonna try and get just one card each for these. The Page of Swords, curiosity, your magic and wisdom of this moon phase. Curiosity, the Hanged Man. Yeah, I feel like you are enlightened. There's something that's, to me, it's like you getting curious and getting more information saved you from something. It saved you from a certain death. I know that's dramatic to say, but like, take that metaphorically speaking, because it's like he's being saved there. Now, this is a noose. This would usually be used to hang someone, but instead he's hanging by his foot. So it's like you were able to escape something by being curious. You escaped some sort of dangerous situation. You escaped, like I said, like death. Like there was something that was trying to get you, but you got away from it by being vigilant, by being even resourceful. I'm getting on the Page of Swords. Very resourceful with how you obtained information, resourceful with how you got curious. What is this Death card? We got two here. The Queen of Swords, so your energy here, and the Three of Hazards, which is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like what is transforming is who you are working with. And that doesn't necessarily mean in work and business. It can. I feel like what's also transforming, I feel like you're learning you are learning something, but you were taken on another direction, in a productive direction because of your curiosity. It's like they say, like, curiosity killed the cat. Well, I feel like Libra, you're kind of over here going, not this time. Or, if curiosity killed the cat, then you're not a cat. Like, your curiosity led you down a path of really being able to see clearly who is your enemy, like who is your foe and who is not, who's with you and who's against you. I feel like you really see that. Yeah, the Chariot is at the bottom of the deck. Something's moving very quickly. Something's moving really quickly with this energy. All right, let's clarify and get a wee bit more information here. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Again, I know this is like, it's you walking away, but it's almost like you walking away because, whoops, that's just what happened. I just, it's like, you're like, and you became enlightened too, right? This hangman is enlightenment. That's why you were able to escape something, because you're smarter. It's like you're smarter than the rest. Like you're like over here kind of subverting death. That's what I mean with this magician card. You are taking negatives and making them positives. It's just like, it's just what you're doing right now. It's okay. This 8 of Cups with the 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's like it's time to rest. These relationships, this 8 of Cups happened because you had really emotionally draining relationships in your life, Libra. And it's time for you to rest, to meditate, to gather your own thoughts. I feel like people were like trying to get into your get into your thoughts via your emotions. And it's like, no more of that. It's time to like take it easy. What is this Sun card? And again, for others of you, this is like you kind of you realize that your children are getting older. Maybe some are leaving the house, and you're getting more rest. Maybe you're getting more rest because you have less responsibility. But there's still kind of melancholy too, because it's your kids. The Sun with the 7 of Swords. Look at that. Something that you thought was going to be really bright and promising, optimistic. And it was going to show you something. These people are in a helicopter. They're able to look down on the city below them. There was something that you thought was going to be able to show you something new. For you, some of you, they did show you something new. It was your children, right? But for others, and your children are leaving the home. The 7 of Swords is someone leaving an encampment, a place that he was very familiar with and comfortable with back here. It's because of deception, but again, for some of you, it's just your kids growing up. But it's saying to be thankful, right? This is where to show gratitude, because it showed you, like I said, you're just like, who is with you and who is against you. Whoa. And it's almost like you were able to see that because you noticed who supported you. You're gravitating towards support. Wherever people are supportive of what you are doing, I feel like that's where you're going, Libra. You're not down, like, because you've been deceived. You've been deceived. I feel like this isn't the first time, and that's why you were able to notice something quickly. I feel like you did. I feel like you did notice it quickly. Okay, what's this Page of Cups? Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, these were promising new beginnings. These you thought were going to be really promising. But by leaving these behind, you're making way for new promising beginnings. And they're not new beginnings because you're at the 3, like you already know something. It's like you shouldn't have even been in this energy to begin with, because you are more advanced than this. But I feel like it's saying, again, this is where to show gratitude, because that's knowing that you're more advanced in this. If this like lower vibrational energy that did not come into your life, you would not be aware of what you already know. It's like it showed you, reminded you what you already know, reminded you that you are not at the beginning. You're farther along. All right, the Magician. What is the Magician? Why is this here? The veil is lowering. The Fool. So you can have a new beginning. I feel like you're able to see. There's something about you being able to see generosity, see authenticity more. You're able to. It's like that's what the veil lowering is trying to show you. The 6 of Wands with the Lovers. Wow, 2 6s coming out. That's great. So you could be really victorious when it comes to relationships in general. I feel like you are, like you really, you're being shown your divine path. Because you're following this supportive energy. Another 6. Beautiful. We have 3 6s here. Lots of even numbers here. The 10, even numbers are balanced. They're aligned in the tarot. So there's where the veil is thinner, and where like spirit is trying to guide you here, your ancestors, is towards balance, towards something that's a very, even though the Six of Pentacles didn't come out, something that's equal give and take. The Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Cups, this feels so dreamy. All the Fool, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups Lover. Look at all the major arcana we have here too. I feel like you, Libra, are very, I don't know, like connected to some sort of like cosmic, it's like there's it's like your ancestors trying to tell you like that there's some sort of cosmic alignment available, and they're like, that's where, like, look that way, like look in that direction. Follow, when people start following you. Also, this kind of a weird message because it's not really what the Six of Wands means, but I feel like with all the reciprocity energy and all the sixes coming out, as like follow energy that follows you, I think is also something good. Here, all right, you might have a decision to make too. There's so many, like, so successful, and there's like, you're going to be able to see what road to go down more clearly. Okay. What's this Page of Swords, Hangman energy? I'm going to clarify those together because I feel like it was almost just like that's where your dead end was. Yeah, Five of Swords. You avoided conflict. You saw conflict before it happened and you avoided it. You avoided some sort of confrontation where there was only going to be one way. It was like it's a very willful energy, but it's like that's not what you wanted, is kind of what I'm feeling. So there's some sort of conflict you avoided by getting curious, obtaining information, being emotionally pulled back, looking at the facts. Wow, Death with the Three of Swords. Really transforming some pain here. This information you found out with the Page of Swords was very painful. Could have had to do with butterflies. Someone that has butterflies on them. I'm getting a butterfly tattoo. Like you found some, I don't know. Someone who like, or they have a lot of butterflies around. This was possibly someone that lives in a cold climate as well. Anyway, whatever you found out, whatever information this is, if it was about a person or it was about a situation, maybe it's a situation that, I don't know, you were going to travel to a cold climate. Anyway. I think this card popped out, Queen of Swords. It was something really painful, but you're transforming that pain. You're like, okay, no, I'm going to stand strong. I know you're kind of like, I'm older and wiser now. I know what's going to hurt me and what's not going to hurt me. Seven of Coins. Like I feel like you're being very patient here. You're being very patient while you're working on something. I feel like you're really keeping a tight, like your wisdom, like your magic and wisdom here, this moon phase is to keep going on this and to really keep a tight-lipped about it, which I feel like you are. The Three of Hazards, what are you working on? You're working on balancing energies out. Okay, so you could be transforming this heartbreak, this pain, into something positive and still working with it. But I feel like you're working with it in a very... It's like there's an intellect that's here that wasn't here before. And I feel like you are that... Like you are that intellect, Libra. That makes sense. All right. I'm going to end this spread with a oracle card here. Hope this made sense. This veil being lowered area, Libra, is just so like abundant. It's so many opportunities here. Let's see. These are astrology oracle cards. Let's see if sign, placement, planetary body, house might be most affected with this full moon. Advice for Libra. We have the South Node. Okay, so if you know where your South Node is it says there will not be anxiety about and trouble. You could be anxious about something with this South Node card. I do see that. This energy here of where to show gratitude is disappointing, is what it feels like. But it's probably why you're being asked to show some gratitude towards it. So I feel like this card kind of belongs in this energy over here. I'm going to pull a separate card just for this veil center place. I want to see what comes out here. There's this Leo. Okay, so Leo, the sun, right? It says leadership, the creativeness of do what you want to. Yeah, Libra, do what you want to do. Do what you want. Leadership, the creativeness of. Yeah, very creative right now. Very dreamy too. I said, you're the leader, leadership, the Six of Wands, a card of leadership, creativeness, the Magician. I feel like the Fool is a bit of a card of creativity since it is about leaving and going on a new adventure, going on a new journey. It's like you can create your own journey. All right, Libra, this is what I have for you. Really hope it helped. I hope it resonated. I hope you have a lovely full moon in your season. And if you would like a personal reading, I can be contacted in the information in the description box. Take care.